Hey guys, welcome back to Tower of God, a new world. In today's video, we're going to talk about Hwa and why I'm hearing a lot of people say that she is bait being put in the game now to make you burn all your summons, and why you should still save. Now, I'm not telling you should save. Summoning in this game is something I'm honestly not sure on. I'm saving on one account and I'm summoning on another account because summons early game, if you get those dupes you need and stuff like that, can progress your account a ton. However, we don't know how they're going to do banners and whether it's going to be worth it to just save all your summons and go for it on a banner, which once again, we don't know. So unfortunately, I'm not telling you whether you should or shouldn't save. It's just the concept of if you have been saving, maybe you should save a little bit longer, because when we take a look at this event, which is the check-in event, which is the countdown, we can see clearly that we got some sort of summer theme we're counting down to. Now, this is getting to a lot of speculation that maybe we have banners coming with a summer event at the end of this countdown, and they've just put Hwa in here to sort of get you to dump your summons, and then maybe after this 7-day countdown there could be a SSR plus coming, maybe with a banner. We honestly don't know. We just don't know how they're going to run it. They haven't let us know. They haven't made any announcements about it, so it's all speculation at this point. But the one thing about it is we do have the Hwa growth pack, and this does have like another 12 days left, which means it will still be available after those 7 days. So even if you hold out until that point and then you're like, okay, there is no new event coming at the end of the countdown, which would surprise me. I feel like you get something at the end of a countdown, especially when they're teasing it up here. But yeah, like even if at the end of it, you can still go back and you can get those growth bundles. So that is what I'm seeing. So if you were saving for an SSR plus or something like that, maybe keep saving and don't get baited in. But yeah, it's completely up to you. Like I said, on my account, I've been summoning. On one of my other accounts, I've been saving for, I don't know, like probably a week now. So I'm just waiting for a new SSR plus on the one that I'm saving on, and that's when I'll pull, regardless of how the banners work out and stuff like that. We'll just have to wait and see. But as for Hwa herself, she's one of those units. I just wanted to go in and have a bit of a chat about her, where you really need dupes and you really need that friendship gained up to evasion, in my opinion, to make her work. Her exclusive equipment looks like it's going to be nice for survival as well. I have been using her in some stages at like okay deficits, like a bit over 2x deficit. I used her to clear the previous stage in here, but the problem is that she is a melee support unit who just wants to commit suicide, kind of like Shibisu, kind of like him, how he's a good support, but if he was just a ranged character, he'd be way better. So let's just jump in and take a look. When I say way better at a single copy. Dupes and stuff are going to be important for these type of melee support characters, but I just want to jump in. We'll take a look at her in action and give you guys more of my thoughts around her. So I think her kit is obviously nuts. Her kit is really good. It's just the problem that most of the time when I use her, I don't get to use the bulk of her kit. So let's jump in. If we can wait for these loading times. Let's put it on like 2 times speed. Let's put it on 1 time speed actually. So you can see she finds her marked target at the start and then runs in. So the one good thing about her, as opposed to some other of the melee ones, is that she does wait before she runs in, so others can take the aggro. So she does have that going for her. So now she's going to put that path up, and now if she gets to this point, she's pretty solid, because now she's helping the team and she's done what she needs to. Obviously, I have Evan in my team, and now he's put the invincibility up, and we're pretty good. So this is like a full value usage of her, where we're getting every bit of usage that we wanted. We got every one of her skills out once. Unfortunately, we're still going to get clapped here by the looks of it, but you get the idea. That is what you wanted to be able to do. But a lot of the time, I find that she just does get absolutely melted pretty quick. But yeah, and keep in mind, I do have her at a bit of a level boost. So let's try putting Zahad in this one so that he can do even less damage. Let's put her back in here at a lower level and see if she still manages to live. Because at the end of the day, I want to keep my higher level slots for the units that need it, the ones that are actually tanking or actually dealing the damage. So let's see how she goes here. Let's see how she goes. See if she can live. So there you go. She slows down. She makes that target. She runs in late, so this is a good stage where she can find that little spot, that little hidey hole where she avoids the aggro and doesn't really get clapped, and we get Evan to use that ult, which is fantastic. But obviously we're just lacking the damage here. My Hats looks like he's just missing his ults every time. Yeah, he's missing his ults, or he's attacking into that jumping Yuri. I can't even see. Might have to manual this stage to try and get Hats to hit, but yeah, in general, like I said, I think she's a good unit. Like she's one that I think is worth putting on your wish list to get one copy of, and then maybe moving on to other units. If you're free to play, that is. If you're a spender, then you probably want to get more copies of her. But free to play, I think she's one of those ones that it's nice to have one in your arsenal, but then maybe you can move to your core units because you really want to get those like those carry type units built up, especially for when you get to chapter 16 and you got to have 2 carries. But I don't know. I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to do personally. I kind of want to leave her on my wish list in one of the sub spots just to slowly build her up as well. Because I just think I think Fire's gonna just gradually get more viability. I feel like, Fire. I feel like the red team in general had the most lacking support in their faction. And I feel like we're going to get some more red units pretty soon, and that's going to add to it. So I kind of want to leave her in, but I haven't fully decided. So let's just speed this up a little bit, see what we can do. Can she get an ult off? Yes, she can. Get the shields up. Perfect. Dead. Yeah, man, we're getting clapped. We are getting clapped, but that is pretty much what we're looking at. Unfortunately, not getting the use out of her. Also, my team is not optimized, but what teams can you put her into? That is the question. I feel like she slots pretty well into any yellow or purple team because that's what everyone's running as a core, and she can just run in there as a support. Now, obviously, you don't want to sub her in if it's going to take you below the advantage of the enemy. So, obviously, if we had 4 purple enemies in this one, I wouldn't be wanting to bring her. I'd want to bring 5 yellows or 4 yellows and 1 sub. But I mean, ideally, I feel like she's a pretty splashable unit. Maybe single target units are going to work a little bit better with her because then you can nuke one unit, get everyone that energy and move on. But when you got AoE units like Kel as a free-to-play option, if someone's pulled her as the SSR+, she's fire, so she synergizes really well with her, and Kel can just melt teams anyway. So any buff is just going to allow you to kill enemies, and as you kill them, you're just going to get that energy buff from her ability, and away you go, and you're snowballing from there. But that's my general thoughts around Kel at the moment. I mean, around Hwa at the moment. If you have Kel, great combo, and then you just put 3-piece yellow or 3-piece purple. If not, she's just a sub in as a support for any team. She's one of those ones, like for me here, like I'll try different characters. You know, I'll try him in one to see if we can get the victory. And if I'm stuck on a stage, I'll just sub through those, like, you know, 5 to 10 support characters that each do something a little bit different, shimmy it in, see if it's going to give me a bit of an advantage, and keep going from there. And I feel like that's where Hwa fits in that sort of mold with those types of characters. So just have a look, and as you can see, she does do it a bit better than Shibisu, because as you can see, Shibisu runs in too early and then he gets the aggro, whereas Hwa stays back for a second and then moves in. But still, they both suffer from that same problem of being a melee unit where you really want to get that evasion up. So getting the friendship up to evasion is really going to help, but it is a hefty investment when you want to be looking at your carry units first anyway. But that is going to be it for this one, guys. That's enough rambling from me. If you want to keep saving, keep saving. Hopefully we get something at the end of a countdown. To me, a countdown is always counting down to something, so we should get something at the end, but we'll have to wait and see. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.